a super serious tournament event. This is just chill out, just watch some fun games, fun
Yes.
settings. That's what it is all about here in game two of Master and Apprentices, Team Viper versus Team DauT. And we're here on step now for our second match. Once again, we get Viper's point of view. We're straight onto him. But before we introduce the players and all that jazz, Mailmano, I'll let you say hello, which you seem to enjoy doing. Just a quick
I
hello.
love saying hello. Hello.
Quick cheeky hello.
Hello.
And we'll get our bearings before we start sort of, because last time I remember we started introducing the Viper first and it turned out he was in the pocket and it got confusing.
Yeah, I got a bit of a mess. So,
We'll start with Viper's team though. And we will see that actually he's in the pocket again. So for Viper's team, to the northeast in the blue, we have Angelina Jolie playing as the Spanish. This is his 1900 player. In the pocket, you've got Viper again in the yellow here, playing as the Byzantines now, very north of the map. The second pocket player for his team, Hank, the super nerd, playing as the Indians. He's the 1600 player. And on that left flank, we have in the purple Riot Dash, the 1400 on their team, playing as the Burmese. Mailmano, maybe you can keep going round counterclockwise here and take on DauT's
in
team.
the orange, you're going to have Project Belgium here playing as the Burmese. Up against Riot Dash there. His pocket's going to be this time the DauT playing as the Byzantines. So DauT this time gets to be the pocket. Must feel nice in comparison to the last game. Yes. In the red, we're going to have Bean Dip playing as the Indians. And, of course, she'll be supporting on the flank Carlini in the green here playing as the Berbers, who will be up against Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. Now, thinking about the first game, we had... I'm trying to remember back to yesterday and the positioning of the players, but you already mentioned that DauT was on the flank last time around, and Project Belgium was in the pocket, so these guys have now been switched. And we also had Carlini in the pocket with Bean Dip on the flank, and those guys have been switched there as well, but both of the two sides are the same players, as far as I'm aware. Angelina Jolie was on the flank last time, Viper was in the pocket last time, and then Hank and Riot Dash have been swapped. Before it was Hank on the flank, Riot Dash in the pocket. I think this is a downgrade for Viper's team, to be honest, in terms of positioning. I think they'd rather have the 1600 on the flank than the 1400. While, of course, Viper still maintains his pocket position. But now they've got DauT in pocket, and they've got the 1400 in pocket on DauT's team. I think that's probably a better setup, since they can probably hold out on their flanks a little better.
Yeah, I think so. I think they can hold a little bit better. But interesting, though, is that, of course, Angelina Jolie being Spanish, like, the TC location's amazing. Just, loads of food, but the stone is so close. And in Spanish, of course, that building goes, oh, the horse, no.
I missed it.
Or Carly
I missed it because I'm fixing the overlay right now, and it kind of covered over the screen. So, how do you do the freeze thing? I can't remember. How do you do the freeze player positions? I'm trying to, because everyone's getting tilted about this.
Lock?
Sort players by score, by population. No, save and close. All right, there you go, guys. We fixed it on the fly. You can see the dead horse's body here. Unfortunately, we kind of missed that. I blame the chat.
It was more like... Yeah, I just want to make sure that I don't get ridiculed. I want to be protected by the chat. I doubt it. But no, yeah, it was like poor old Carlini coming in there. Sniper, taking out the horse. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. But I imagine, anyway, back to Angelina Jolie playing the Spanish on the flank up against the Berbers of Carlini. Mm-hmm. That stone access is just disgusting. I hope towers come into play. I hope Angelina just comes in with 10 villagers and just decides to build 3 towers immediately.
I see another dead horse here as well, actually. There's 2 dead horses. One next to Carlini's TC, one next to Angelina Jolie's TC.
Oh.
And that is part of the problem with the horses, right? I mean, their line of sight is so low, you just end up running them into your enemy's TC before you can even, sort of register that the town center is there. So it does happen.
And of course, you as the enemy, you can actually see the horse in the fog of war.
Yes.
So you know when it's coming.
You know when it's coming. You get lots of heads up. Yeah. So right now, Angelina Jolie is walling up that right side, and we are going to start seeing Angelina Jolie here, sort of defending on this flank. Russell Wars coming up for Carlini as well. I think this flank's going to be quite interesting. The left flank will be a lot more one-sided, I think. Project Belgium, obviously, versus Riot Dash should work well in Project Belgium's favor. Carlini, not such a skill gap between him and Jolie, but it's still going to be a more difficult time for him on this side.
Yeah, he's going to struggle. And of course, there is Viper in the pocket as well. So I expect Viper to be pretty active this game and be able to assist his teammates. But I reckon he'd be probably a bit more active on the left, as you said. Riot Dash being considerably weaker than Project Belgium. But no offense, just that's how it is. So I expect a lot of trouble for him. So he's going to need some assistance from Viper to help him out.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, we'll see how this goes. Obviously, for now, players building up slowly but surely. We're starting to see the fuel age upgrades coming through. DauT, Angelina Jolie going to be going up first, as well as Viper, who's way ahead of the pack. Interesting, really, that Viper is already the first up to feudal here. Bear in mind, this was a Nomad start, so it looks like we are going to see probably just a fast castle coming out from most players here. If we take a look at Angelina Jolie, for example, his resources really indicating the fast castle. The towering, it's a nice idea, but it's too risky, I think. It's much better for him to get to the castle age and get a castle up.
Yeah, that's true. It would make smart sense. And of course, money's on the line, so they want to win it. So don't do ridiculous plays.
They're in it to win it. And
exactly.
Yeah. Well, maybe Angelina Jolie isn't. I mean, Fenty, being dip here, just running her horse underneath his TC, no reaction. It's fine. He just wanted to spare the life of the horse there, I guess. But yeah,
animal welfare, man.
Exactly. Is it PETA? Is it? No. What's the? I don't even know. RSPCA? Is that the one?
RSPCA is the pet protection people. Like, if you've been abusing your dog, they come around and take it away, essentially.
Yeah. Don't abuse your horse either.
No.
Horses' lives matter. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say it's going to be that sort of slow build up into the castle age. Viper going to be clicking up castle first. DauT hot on his heels. And both DauT and Viper playing as the Byzantines here. What are we expecting in the castle age for these guys? Are we just expecting to see full boom mode? We do see a market blacksmith from DauT. We see a market blacksmith from Viper as well. And as far as I can tell, neither player's on stone. So we're not going to be seeing any castle drops or anything like that either. It looks like they'll just go into a little bit of a boom style. And hopefully their flanks will be able to hold out from any aggression.
Yeah, I expect. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting from Viper's perspective, actually. In terms of, I thought you might want to come and help out Riot Dash if Project Belgium goes aggressive. Doing as a barracks already up, but it also makes kind of sense to do the sort of mini boom because again, Byzantines can click up quite fast to Imperial Age. So I expect maybe 3 TC go up quite fast and start sending out your units, but. It won't be any mega booms because there's no point going cataphracts this game because the economy to get to that point is quite a lot. The upgrades are ridiculous, so it won't be anything like that mega boom. It'll just be a 3 TC quick up, I imagine. Anyway, though, looks like a Spearman's out, takes out the scout from Riot Dash. Riot Dash is looking to be a bit aggressive here with some stables. He's going to get down his market now, or to get that cheeky Kato.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this development on the flanks right now. Project Belgium looks like he's going for the castle. He's taking stone at the moment. And we're going to see those Burmese Arambai coming out. Whereas on the other side, Riot Dash gone for the stable here. But he's still in the feudal age. He's not clicked up to castle yet. So he's doing a market now. I'm wondering maybe he's just, his eco is not in a good place. So my concern is that you're going to have Project Belgium up with a castle, making Arambai before Riot Dash gets to the castle age here. He's going to need some help from Henk in the pocket. Henk is, of course, going double stables into camels, because obviously the Indians don't get knights, and he is going to be supporting that flank. Meanwhile, DauT is just booming, as DauT does. The 3 TCs immediately coming up. And I think Viper's doing the same, right? Looking over the other side, 3 TCs straight in. On the right side, we're going to see the development straight away. Angelina Jolie into the castle here. The Spanish Conquistador is going to be coming out. And it's on Carlini now to defend that, but he's only just clicked up to the castle age. So kind of the opposite happening on both sides. It's Angelina Jolie, Viper's team dropping the castle, and it's going to be Project Belgium, DauT's team dropping the castle on the left side.
In big right now here, right? Dash sends in 4 scouts, takes out 1 spear, he's going to lose a scout, but...
Yeah, he gets the second one. Going to chase down some vills. And
this castle's under threat now a little bit.
I think the castle will be okay.
Yeah,
Belgium can just stick the villagers on it, or just turn and fight, to be honest. Either way, that castle's going up. But with that said, Henk's coming in as well with the fast camels. And Project Belgium with no walls, building that castle a little bit out of range of his TC. That is a big problem.
I was taking a good look at the horse. He's like, yes, my friends, off you go. Yeah, this castle gets denied. Hello.
Now,
this was unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, but Henk coming in just in time with those camels. Perfect denial of the castle. And Project Belgium, well, what's he going to do now? He's got to get onto that castle somehow. Not sure how he's going to do that. DauT is in no position to help since he's just booming up. On the right side, though, the castle from Angelina Jolie has been more successful. The conks are out. The villagers here trying to close up that gap, and Carlini's losing population as he tries to wall it up. And those walls are not going to last in the face of that gunpowder.
Well, Spanish is so strong. Oh my god.
3 dead vills.
What's he going to do? I mean, you can try monks, but we all know that... Well, we both agree, sorry, from yesterday, that monks are... how to put it? Like, they're good. They're good, of course, against a counter, but the problem is, monkeys are so mobile, they just run up to them and should be able to take them out in 1 or 2 shots, so...
They don't work.
Yeah, they just don't really work so well. This is actually really interesting for Carlini, how he's going to tackle this problem now.
Yeah, and it certainly is a problem. I'm pretty sure he went Market Blacksmith, and as far as I can see, he doesn't have barracks at the moment. He's also trying to take stone at the back, but damn, those conquistadors have found him, and Angelina Jolie is getting a lot of free kills. I think Carlini's lost, well, I guess Riot Dash has lost the most overall, but Carlini's lost the most villagers by far at this stage of the game. And on the other side of the map, Project Belgium's going to get his castle up, but it's much delayed in comparison to our blue player, who is already starting to mass those conks out, and will be a real nuisance here to Carlini on this flank. Is there any help from Bean Dip coming?
Bean Dip is happy at home. Now I've just getting the bow saw. Now that's just in the castle age. 2 TCs down. Oh, 3. It's 3.
It reminds me of that classic poem, you know. It's like first they came for the I don't know, for the homosexuals, but I wasn't a homosexual, so I didn't speak out. And then they came for the disabled people, but I wasn't a disabled person, so I didn't speak out. And now, well, they're coming for me, and there's no one left to speak out for me. And that is what's happening on this right flank. No one is here to speak out for Carlini, because, well, she's too busy booming out here. She's got to help him out. I think that's how the poem goes. It's a very famous poem. People will know what I mean.
I tell you what, that's going to go live long down in memory. But the good news, though, that with this boom, of course, of Indians should allow her to, at some point, help Carlini if she will decide to. But unfortunately, the problem for her is that her defenses aren't any good, because all it is a palisade wall. And I feel like if Angelina decides to have a crack at it, she herself could be in a lot of trouble. So we'll need something up soon to try and help defend herself with. Otherwise, she is pretty screwed.
Yeah. And this is what I mean. If those conquistadors start going towards a pocket player who's just full boomed and has no defense, then okay, it's not their problem while it's at the flank. But then as soon as they sort of turn up, in this case going to DauT now, well, DauT now has a problem on his hands, and those conquistadors are being allowed to run rampant at the moment.
Probably thinking, for Christ's sake, again, why? Can you guys just not hold your own? Oh, bless him. No, you're probably thinking that. He's too nice a person. Not as salty as a Brit would be. But anyway, the conquistadors are now, and it should start to pick up some number of bills. If I was Angelina Jolie, I maybe would have split up the unit in half. I think bit of a slight waste. She could have split 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and take off 2 units at a time. But then again, though, here comes the Aaron buy here from Project Belgium, trying to assist today. God, look at those things. Don't they look amazing? Anyway.
They do. They do. They look great. And they're orange as well. They look cool in orange.
Oh my god, what they throw is awesome as well.
The darts.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the conquistadors are more accurate, and they're in larger numbers. They do have less health. They do have less attack. And these Arambai could get out microed here. We'll see. Angelina Jolie sort of...
God, they're so inaccurate.
Oh, yeah, they really are. But if they miss, they still do 9 damage, so...
Really?
Well, I mean, if they miss... So basically, the way it works is if they hit the target they're aiming for, they'll do full damage.
Yeah.
If they still hit a unit, but it's not the one they're aiming for, they'll do half damage. So they're still able to do chunks of damage onto these conks, but they are getting cleaned up. And like I say, a little bit of micro there from Angelina Jolie. And there's a prime example of why monks just don't really work too well.
Nope.
But still, not bad. Not bad at all. Most of the conks, well, not most of the conks, but a lot of the conks getting whittled down. More help required, though, as DauT is now losing more and more vills out here. And Riot Dash, for now, is safe and sound. He's actually going for some battle elephants on the left flank, as Henk's going to start going a bit more heavily into monks here to convert the Arambai, I would assume. But yeah, Viper's team looking very, very good at the moment, actually, as Viper now comes forward on the way up to the Imperial Age, dropping a castle outside of DauT space. And it looks like Viper's team going for basically the same strat as before. All in on DauT. Take him out of the game ASAP, and then finish up from there.
Oh yeah, Hank's coming in. Wants a bit of pieces action. Hello. Yeah, this is a real problem for DauT. Like, you know, he is up to Imperial Age though soon, so that's kind of a good thing. But the thing is though, what's he gonna make? I mean, he's got 3 rangers, which isn't exactly a lot of production, and everyone's swarming around him. He needs a bit more help from the Arambai, from Project Belgium, but he has proved everything he had, and that all went down. And now what's coming in with? Oh, look at this, Riot Dash coming in with some battle elephants.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants a bit of people.
DauT is basically 4v1 right now. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go on DauT. DauT's not gonna get any help. Well, he did get some help, like you say, from the Arambai, but DauT obviously wants to go for hand cannons. Oh wait, no. Well, I would assume he wants to go for hand cannons, but he has been forced to make some units in the meantime, so he has pumped out some crossbows to try and keep himself safe. But yeah, this is a real problem right now, as the conks are locking down a lot of his eco, and the elephants and camels on the front and the castles from Viper are closing in fast. This is not good. While meanwhile, BeanDip still has no military production, which is a little unfortunate, and Carlini is probably set back too far to really be helping too much either.
It's okay, help's on the way. BeanDip's putting down the castle. I expect elephant archers on the way. This is the answer to all problems. Elephant archers. But unfortunately, I don't think it's enough time.
I mean, elephant archers will just get converted here as well. Bear in mind, Henk does have quite a few monks in the picture as well. Viper's just castle dropping, you know, one after another on the front here. That's the 3rd one now. And DauT, well, what is he going to do, really? There's not enough support from Belgium. There's not enough support from BeanDip. And DauT can't really get enough of his own units out because he's losing his military production buildings too quickly as well. So he's in a real problem here, in a real pickle.
Yeah, it's a real unfortunate situation for him. I really don't know what can be done. I mean, Carlini seems to be more focused on
the boom.
I think trying to get himself back into the game a little bit.
Yeah.
He's actually on 71 builds, but rather surprisingly. But in terms of actual military, he has 5, which is mainly monks, I believe, and a couple of conquistadors that he converted. So,
I mean, I want to point out that BeanDip's boom has been really strong. She's actually got more vills than anyone else on Viper's team, aside from Viper himself. But she's not made the transition very well, let's say, into this Imperial Age. She's currently sitting on 3,000 food, 2,000 gold, 2,500 wood. Those resources need to be spent if she wants to be able to just come and save the day here. It's all well and good sitting on the villas, but you've got to spend those resources. So it's that transition that seems to be the stumbling block for her in this one.
Unfortunately so, but she does have 2 elephant archers though to save the day. Can she take out this cataphract? Not really, no.
They're very bad.
There are no upgrades.
No upgrades, and elite cataphract from Viper.
Yeah, with 5 pierce armor, and they do 6 damage, so there's only 1 damage overall from the elephant archer.
Elephant archers would be good versus cataphract for the record if they were actually upgraded. But unfortunately, BeanDip's just a little bit slow. But then again, I mean, we're comparing a 1400 to a 2k5 here. I mean, what do we expect to happen? We can't hold these players to an unreasonable standard. She's doing the best she can, you know. She's in there with her villagers. She built the castle. She's going in with the stable now. Now, unfortunately, I think Viper's done a smart thing by going Cataphract here, and I want to tell you why. Cataphracts are not countered by camels, and as Bean Dip is the other flank, and she is the Indians, if she were to go heavy into camels, well, Cataphract can say, yeah, whatever, I'm cool with that.
Bring it on. Oh my goodness, though.
She could sling, though. I mean, that could be an option, to send some sling out to Belgium so he can spend them, you know.
She could, but I still have faith in her.
Yeah.
She's still going to go for it, you know. She has one stable with the heavy camo upgraded, so I mean, that's the complete roll. Oh, no, she's two. No.
There's another one, but she is a little house. But she'll get back into this. For now, DauT is just trying to stall and buy time. Going into Arbalest.
Stalling.
Yeah, I mean, the Arbalest are going to be okay versus, well, kind of. I don't know if Viper's done Logistica. If he's done Logistica, he'll get in there and just clean this up.
Oh, they're all dead.
Oh, God, yeah. That's... they're gone.
they're all gone. He was trying to position quite nicely there, DauT, but
yeah.
Viper knew exactly what was happening. He was like, no, I'm going to shut this down. And he has. And now DauT has nowhere to run.
Nowhere to hide. Well, he has got places to run, but he can't run forever. And, oh, there you go. It's GG. Just GG. Like that. Etta GG. And, yeah, a very, very quick game compared to our first one. We did see a faster transition, obviously, up to the Castle Age, and then everyone piles on DauT. You gotta feel bad to be DauT in that one, as obviously he didn't really stand a chance. On the right side, Carlini was struggling against Angelina Jolie, which was expected. And yeah, really, the rest of it was down to Riot Dash, Henk, and Viper just going all in on DauT there, and yeah, the other guys just not really being able to support enough.
I thought Henk and Riot Dash did actually do a really good job this game. Like shutting down Project Belgium early on with that castle having to be put back defensively, and also denied it for such a long time. Like actually really helped them out because that eased so much pressure, and then that just allowed like basically again just for the 4-on-1 situation. So I give top credit for that one. That was a really good job by them.
Even Riot Dash in the end there, I mean, getting stuck in with the battle elephants. I mean, admittedly, they weren't fully upgraded, but you know, he was the flank, and so he was able to contribute quite considerably to that battle. And I think it's surprising to see this really, because last game we saw that DauT's team were quite dominant, and this time around DauT's team setup seemed to be a little stronger. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it is better to have DauT on the flank, and maybe it is better to have Bean Dip on the flank, because then Carlini can get a boom off and support a little bit better from that pocket position.
Yeah, that Market Blacksmith on the flank probably wasn't the best idea to do as on that situation. I do think if you're on flank, especially in step where it's quite close, because it's a bit like arena, a little bit like arena. So like I think it needs to be a bit militaristic on the side, on the flanks in particular, because otherwise if you get a situation like that, and you're especially against Spanish, like, you know, it's going to be conquistadors. Like either that or you get monks, even though not the best. We covered that already, but at least something. Otherwise, if you got palisade walls against conquistadors, yeah, good luck with that.
So I don't have Robo to update the overlay today, so I've kind of got to do it manually. Give me a sec.